Welcome to Look Around the Confederation. I'm your host of the evening, Moose, and before we get started, please remember the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast, not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV, GC, nor divisions, brigade camps, or any consider areas. How is everybody doing in Dixieland tonight? We have a great show for you planned. We're just going to be going over some news tonight and just having another good relaxed episode. We will start having guests on Look Around soon. My October has just been so busy. I haven't even tried, honestly, to start reaching out to people again. Luckily, the busy season of October is behind me. I'm going to try to get some people scheduled before I get to my next busy season, which is hunting season, because my business revolves around hunting. So I am going to be super busy until about January after this. And I'm still hoping to make a couple of SCV meetings and such. But I hope you guys are tuning in. Make sure to share this episode out. Let's get a good crowd tonight. We got some great news coming in. David from the Brigade General J.J. Alfred A. Mooten Camp 778. Good to see you. Daniel from the General Ben Harden Helm Camp 1703. Robert from Arizona, good to see you. Kyle Thompson, the Kentucky Division Commander, on time. Everybody take a minute. Let's clap for Commander Thompson. He is here on time. It is a special night here and on Look Around. David, good to see you. David, I saw your you sent me a message and I'll get back to you shortly. It is it's I'm ready to get into hunting season. That busy season is just slam packed, but relaxing somehow. Let's see here. Jason from the Turner Asby camp in Virginia checking in, which actually I believe we got some news from you, camp. So looking forward to that. Lieutenant General Richard Taylor, camp 1308 in the chat. Past Commander in Chief Paul Gramley Jr., also known as the most sharp dressed man in the SCV on tonight. And our Commander-in-Chief, Walter D. Donnie Kennedy in the chat. Good to see you, sir. I hope your brother's treating you well. But we do have some news coming from National tonight as well, which is weird to say on Look Around. Because normally Look Around just covers, division, army, camp, brigade news. But we do have an event coming up that we'll be talking about later on the show, so I'm happy he's here to help me out. That's my Halloween costume in the background, so ignore that, along with Santa, who stayed there now year round, I suppose. I guess I guess that we just use this as a storage room now. But Gigi, Granny Gremlin, Miss Linda in the chat, good to see you. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Oh, wow. Horace used Harrison. I don't know how to even remotely feel about my actual name. I've been called Moose so much. Watching from Camp 2306 in South Lake County, Utah. Well, good to see y'all. I'm sorry my allergies are acting up. No, it is not a Moose onesie. No. 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 If you were at the moose hunt, you know how bad I looked in that. I'm not one to call. I'll make fat jokes about myself, but that's one of the few times I saw the picture. I was like, okay, maybe the doctor's right. Losing some weight would probably be healthy long term. It's just one of those things. But no, I'm actually being funny enough, another character who's fat. So I thought it'd just be funny to might as well, if you can't make a light of yourself, why do anything? So I live by that motto, or I try to. Sometimes I take myself a bit too seriously, like everybody. But yeah, so I'm playing a fat character for Halloween. I'm playing I'm playing Thor. I could stand to lose 30 pounds easily. My doctor might do a backflip if I could lose 30 pounds. My doctor said, and I quote, you probably should lose some weight at your age. He's like, hey, you're asking for some health crises later. And that's always what you want to hear at a doctor's checkup. But yeah, so I'm being Fat Thor for Halloween. I thought I'd just get a kick out of that. Normally, I'm very I take Halloween in my family is a big holiday. It's the start of winter officially for us anyway. It goes into my favorite time of year, October, November, December, January, February. That is my absolute favorite time of the year. And I probably take the holidays, with the exception of Christmas, because you can never take Christmas more serious than it is because it's the birth of our Savior. But I take Halloween, Thanksgiving. Like I won't like I don't start decorating for Halloween till for Christmas till the day after Thanksgiving, and I don't start listening to Christmas songs. Mary, did you know all this classic Christmas Christian Jesus songs until December 1st. And then after Christmas, it's done. And then I move on to New Year's. And then February is the Dixie National Rodeo. That's just my favorite time of the year. We've went for that rodeo since I was a child, celebrate a certain moose birthday. But normally I take Halloween very seriously, and I usually don't reveal who I'm going to be for Halloween. But I don't know if we're going to have a Halloween episode this year for chat. We usually try to, or at least have some Halloween themed episode, but I don't know if we're going to have one this year yet. Me and GCB have been so busy with Mississippi Division and Beauvoir stuff that we haven't really even talked about it. But let me tighten up my mic before it falls apart. That would be extremely unfortunate. But so because of that, I just went ahead and revealed it. But yeah, I'm being Fat Thor, which if you actually look at a historically accurate Thor from Norse mythology, you could tell I get really bored with my insomnia and Google. He's actually a fat redhead. What the Marvel people do is they make him look, like a man of steel, someone that could bench press a tractor. But no, and what the Norse people thought the Thor would look like is he's big fat man with red hair. I don't have red hair, but I am a fat man, so I thought it'd be funny. Got myself a very small hammer coming like this big, mainly because I didn't want to spend $30 on a hammer that I can't use at the farm. That's how redneck I am. A man of girth. Oh, comment of the night goes to past Commander-in-Chief, the Lone Ranger, Chuck McMichael, with not fat, a man of girth. Oh, if that's not how I used to describe myself after this show, I've failed. Oh, gosh. That caught me extremely off guard, Commander. Oh. Yes, hello, Brian, from the 2nd Brigade Hanover Dragoons Camp, 827. Hello, Miss Beth from Florida. I think I got everybody. Dave Perkins, who's enjoying me fat shaming myself way too much. I had to give him that. But yeah, no. So I'm being Fat Thor. This is probably the only time I will say who I'm going to be for Halloween before the actual date. I've been a bit more relaxed this year. But yeah, no, in my household, Halloween is very serious. Again, start of winter, you go to Thanksgiving, of course, you go to Christmas, which is, the birth of our Savior. And then you go to January, New Year's, new beginnings. We always try to do a New Year's resolution. Never works out. And February, of course, is the Dixie National and kind of the wrap up of my favorite time of the year. This is the beginning. I paint pumpkins. I spend way too much on a costume. I'm not saying how much I spent on this Thor costume, just not. I get candy. I cannot wait for my church's trunk or treat because I'm not wearing that out there. I don't want to scare the children, but I do have a funny shirt. Um, I mean, I love this time of year, and I dive deep into all this stuff, and I'm already looking forward to Thanksgiving. But yeah, y'all found me at a good mood. I will be. I revealed my Halloween costume. It's okay, Moose. There's a lot of girthy men in the SCV. Yeah, I just I'm not saying that. He might actually shoot me for that. I was going to say a joke, but I know him too well. But yeah, a man of girth is what I am. Apparently, to quote past Commander in Chief Chuck McMichael. Quick question on protocol. With you having a position now as Army of Trans Mississippi Councilman, do we still is it past Commander in Chief and Army of Army of Trans Mississippi Councilman? That's an important question that I've actually thought about. I'm a man of protocol. I like making sure that we are following the respectable protocol for everybody. So just throwing that out there. Random topic when I've been talking about Fat Thor for the past hour. Just for the past 14 minutes. Ron Kennedy in the chat. Good to see you. Alan says one of his aunts has always called me thick. Paul says, past Commander in Chief, you always go by Commander in Chief and past Commander in Chief are the highest title, so you always call someone that. Just making sure I have it clarified. Just making sure. I mean, just might as well throw some SCV topics into this SCV themed show. My allergies have not hurt me this much. It's called healthy, Jack said about my weight. No, it's not called healthy. It is not. My doctor looked like he could wring my throat when I went back for a checkup a year after he told me to lose some weight. And he's like, "You've gained weight." And I'm like, "I am aware." Oh. All right. Getting the past commander in chiefs right there. Yes, past commander in chief supersedes, so properly past commander also serving as ATM councilman. All right, thank you. Ron's trying to be nice. He will forever be past chief of heritage operations. Ron, you did a good job. Humble brags. You got to balance it. Yes, we will always be past commander in chiefs. The only one with a higher rank is the sitting commander in chief. Okay, just wanted to clarify with rank because I know it's a question that I've always asked. Because, like for example, Connor is past Mississippi Division commander, and I always wondered if he gets a current title, which one does he go back? I know if he goes on the national level, you obviously go by the national title over the division title. But I always wondered about that with the division. And then when Chuck won ATM councilman, I always thought, well, I mean, that's a national rank. I mean, do you call him past commander in chief and ATM councilman, or just past commander in chief, or as Chuck puts it, past commander in chief, who is also serving as the current ATM councilman? Just, I mean, food for thought. I just wanted to throw it out there and see what some of our SCV veterans thought. And of course, no protocol. I love protocol. I want to see protocol books. I love protocol handbooks because, like, I'm relaxed. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a very relaxed person, go with the flow. But I do like to see protocol. I mean, if some guys, I might be revealing a bit too much about myself, so I'm gonna change topic. But I like protocol, even though I'm very go with the flow. I do like to make sure I'm following protocol and SCV traditions as well. We have a great organization that was founded to preserve the history of great men that served their country and defended their homes. And so, I mean, I'm proud of it. So I want to know more about it. But and Chuck comes in, but the greatest title is compatriot and always acceptable. Nothing more is true. I love being compatriot with all y'all, my brothers and sisters in the Southland. Rick from Alabama Camp 1921. Good to see you in the chat. We actually have some news from Alabama tonight. We're about to go in the news. I know y'all are probably tired of my rambling, but I mean, just kind of a thought that popped up. That got me. That got me. One of my friends just randomly texts me Germans. All right then. I thought it was an important text because everybody knows I'm doing the show right now. So I was like, oh, it must be important. No, just talking about Germans apparently in the group chat. Oh, great. I always brother is a part of my vocabulary. There's nothing wrong with compatriot. I still call a lot of people compatriot, but I probably slide in brother a lot more simply because I say it in my everyday life outside of the SCV before I became really involved in the SCV. But I mean, I still call people compatriot. I don't see a problem with either. I mean, we are all compatriots, and we are all not only brothers of the Southland, but brothers and sisters in Christ. I mean, I've always used that. I use both of them. Ron's calling me out for not sending him my mailing address, and that's because I can't remember the other person's mailing address. Let me. Yep, I'm throwing it up there now. I can find it in my computer, but you made me forget. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. All right, never mind. All right, I found it. I'll send it to you after this. So, fellow Confederates from our commander in chief. Again, I just love hearing discussions like this. We are a band of brothers, native to. Oh, that's going to be stuck in my head. Thank you, Ron. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that because I'm all over Connor for copyright issues, and I would really never hear the end of it if I caused one. But yeah, no, I just love talking. We do have a bit of news we're going to dive into soon. But while we're all here and while we're all just having a good chill back episode, what other topics? Like, does anybody want clarification on some SCV protocol? Again, I would love to see. I've been asking something like that for the Mississippi Division, a handbook or protocol. I think we need to teach our new members what the SCV is, what's about, our history. I think once you better understand yourself, you can then better understand our ancestors. Bonnie Blue Flag is in the public domain. I used it for a commercial that we made here recently. You could go look at the past episode of Look Around the Confederation. Trying to word it right. I'm just going to say we made it because it is us still, but there's a word game you can play here. But we made one and we used Bonnie Blue Flag, a commercial for Beauvois Fall Musser we made. And we had Bonnie Blue Flag playing in the background, but that doesn't stop YouTube from attacking me usually. But hopefully I don't get hit with it. Normally they don't, but there was one time they hit us with it at the national reunion saying that we used a copyrighted version of the Bonnie Blue Flag. And we'll be talking about Get Out the Vote video on your social medias. But as our commander-in-chief says, yes, please send that out. Oh, I love Paul. Have Chuck advise everybody about how to wear proper neck ribbons. The 21st century Confederate hero neck ribbons are going out. I love Paul because I knew it. I didn't even have to see the name. I knew Paul was because that's the first. I think that might have been the first piece of advice you gave me, Commander. I might be wrong, but I think I am. I'm right. But yeah, here's a piece of protocol. Neck ribbons are never to be worn with an open collar. I do agree with that. I actually ran the idea with a division commander. I can't remember the division or the gentleman's name, but we were just talking about it. Like he still wants something to wear, and I was like, get a lapel pin made. I mean, divisions, just like our states, have a rich history as well. Not only when we bear together as the Confederation, but we also have a strong history with our divisions. Have fun with it. Design something unique for your division, as long as it doesn't clash with national and doesn't clash with what national's doing. Go ahead. I again, I would love to see that stuff kind of pop up. I mean, Commander Gremlin's right. You're not supposed to wear neck ribbons with something, or a gewgaw neck ribbons with something like this. I thought it was in the SCV rule book. But Army publications outside of the collar. Now we're getting into something that could be fun in the chat. Not for me, because I would have to moderate it. But I do notice a lot of people are very vocal on how you're supposed to wear it when you do have the collar, the tie, the jacket. A lot of people wear it over. A lot of people wear it under. I myself wear it under my collar. I would just say it's more of a gut feeling for me. But I've seen a lot of people. Now I know what you're talking about, Commander McMichael. But I've seen a lot of people getting some serious conversations at SCV meetings about that. I mean, it's Commander Gremlin's right. It's a personal choice. As long as you're following the fact that it's not going to be worn with, like, if I was wearing my jacket, my button down, but no tie, I couldn't wear my gewgaw. I got to say neck ribbon. Neck ribbon. We're about to get into something. But that's why I want to see lapel pins come up for every rank. I love protocol. I love traditions. I love setting something and having it continue for generations. I love seeing that. So I would love to see lapel pins come up for people who like the person that gave me the idea, and he doesn't know this because I thought of it and never really talked to him about it because we had other things we were doing. But past Commander-in-Chief Paul Gremlin Jr. has a lapel pin that says past Commander-in-Chief. I love that. When he's not wearing his gewgaw, he usually is wearing it. Even when he is wearing his gewgaw, he's usually wearing it. But I love that. And I said, I want that on the division. I would just love it. Like, every division should have their own personalized one. You can wear it with open collar. You can wear it, I've never seen in person, but I've seen a lot of people in Mississippi wear their Mississippi Division Life membership pin right here on a polo. But I would love to see something like that. Then again, I'm just weird. Ooh, get after him, Chuck. I'm not getting on sides on this one. Y'all have fun. I have to stay with Chuck anytime I come to Louisiana, so I don't want him to come and smother me in my sleep. That, and I really don't want to have to buy a hotel. Okay. I brain fart. I do want to put this up here. But yeah, no, the lapel pin he's not supposed to be wearing it with his neck ribbon. But I always liked that because, again, there's protocol to wear your neck ribbon. Well, what do you do if you want to still, Miss Linda said you can stay with us. If you still want to wear something that signifies this accomplishment, your service, I like the idea of a lapel pin. Now, again, that's for every division to decide. National already has one for past Commander-in-Chief. And yes, it is more informal, so you can wear it with different clothing while the neck ribbon is formal. I mean, again, I've been pushing for it on the Mississippi division level. I do hope to see other divisions do it because, again, I just like traditions. I like it. I like a picture of it. This is what it's supposed to look like. Here it is. All the divisions can design your own because we all have such a rich history. We're supposed to be free and independent states. So I just love the idea of it. Y'all are getting me talking about stuff that, just personal ideas at this point. Lapel pins are good. I like it. I love the one for past commander in chief. It looks fantastic. Again, I want to get a picture of them all, put them in a book, and say, okay, here's what they're supposed to look like. Because a lot of times information gets lost, and you could have someone forget about it or not want to do it for a while, and then someone who wants to come up and do it forgets. Like something I love is Mississippi Division. We have division commander flags now. Connor was the first one to have it, and it's usually the dealer's choice between a 1894 flag or Mississippi Republic of Mississippi flag. People have only done the Mississippi state flag, but I love the fact that I love traditions. I love having something in the Mississippi division or in the SCV in general that you can be like, okay, see, look how cool that is. That I think that just gives us character. It gives us more stuff to have as our own. I just love it. So yeah, Mississippi division has one. Our current division commander's getting one made, I think. So he'll be the second one to continue that tradition. Chuck, oh, you're trying to get me shot on this episode. If you really want to get into the weeds, what order should medal be worn? I will duck now. I don't know if we want to go down that rabbit hole. I haven't won many medals, and I am one to wear a couple, but I don't usually wear all the ones I have. And I normally just don't wear. I usually wear the National Reunion Medal or the Division Reunion Medal. If I won, say the Mississippi Division gives me Compatriot of the Year, and they have a medal for that. Yeah, I would wear that. That's a pretty high and distinguished award. Not demeaning the other awards, but I don't also. I almost put myself in a hole. I gotta watch myself. Now we're just posting controversial comments trying to see what fights we can start. Brian said, what was the last battle of the war? I'll duck. Oh, Miss Linda, check with Michael, I'll duck. But the UDC does have a proper order for pins and medals. Oh, thank y'all for playing along with that. That's great. I'm not getting into any of this. I haven't won enough medals to even have to think about the order. So y'all have fun. And I normally, again, don't wear mine. I think they're all a great honor. I have all the certificates and I have all the medals, and I usually have them in a safe place in my room. I have a little SCV section, but I'm not getting into this. Not a chance. Not a chance. Y'all have fun. All right. We're getting to the halfway point of the show, so it might be time to actually start doing news. Oh, yeah, no. Y'all have fun debating the medal thing. I've heard a lot of people. Ron, you said it, not me. I was trying to be nice to everybody. Ron just came in here with a sledgehammer and said, I don't have a national position. He said I can cause chaos. No, Ron, you have to be nice now. You have to be nice to people. Oh, gosh. Well, that's that I'm avoiding those comments now. That will start World War III in these group chats. As much as I think it'd be funny to watch some of it, I also have to remember it could hurt my own show. So, might want to steer clear of that. But thanks everybody for just, sitting back and talking SCV stuff for a minute. There's nothing I enjoy talking about more other than our heritage than just, SCV stuff like that. I just kicked the living crap out of one of my drinks. But let's see here if GCB keeps deleting my notes. Stop deleting my notes, GCB. Let me copy this note from Monday. Thank goodness I still have it. GCB trying to ruin Look Around. Y'all all message him and say that. That would be funny. No, don't do it. I'll have to hear about it at like midnight when he gets off work. Let's see here. Agreed, David. All right. Well, let's get into the commercial break. And we'll get back. We're going to be talking about some SCV news. So please remember this commercial break is sponsored by scvchat.com. If you want to watch us live and see the many, many cool things our website has to offer, like 2 ways to go watch and share out the Get Out the Vote ad, which we'll be talking about in a bit. You can go to scvchat.com. It's on the homepage and the news section. You can go support us there and see the many cool things we have on there for you, as well as our archived favorite episodes, the Moosehead Book Club, and so on and so on. But if you want to watch and support SCV Chat's Moosehead Book Club, as well as keep SCV Chat on the air, you might want to join our Patreon. For $10 a month, you get your own exclusive show, your name in the end credits, and so much more. Working on giving y'all new perks every day. We just have to figure out how we can do them and how we can apply them. There's a couple things we're working on I think y'all really going to like on the Patreon end. So please join us on Patreon. Again, for just $10 a month, you can support SCV Chat and make sure we continue to grow, continue to get better, and continue to make the best product that we can for y'all. Because let me tell you, if you think Monday and Thursday are great, there's a lot of stuff that we want to do with SCV Chat. A lot of great stuff. And sadly, it does take money, but trust me, I think it's going to be one of the greatest things to hit social media ever when we get done with it. And of course, check out this season's sponsor, Creative Cockades. If you want a historically accurate cockade at a reasonable price, check out creativecockades.company.site. And we will be right back after this quick commercial break. Let me see. Yeah, we'll do this one.
The Sons of Confederate Veterans, America's oldest continuously operating veterans organization, encourages all Americans to perform their patriotic duty and vote in the upcoming election. Our republic depends upon your involvement. From the Sons of Confederate Veterans, be a patriot. Vote.
That, of course, was our Get Out the Vote ad. I do, again, real quick, want to our sponsors, scvchat.com, the SCV Chat Patreon, and, of course, Creative Cockades. But I do want to talk about the Get Out the Vote ad real quick. So if you pull up, let's just pull it up, have a good old time here, give y'all an easier way to see this. Let's pop it on the screen. So if you go to scvchat.com, I'll put it in the chat just in case you didn't hear me. There we go. If you go to scvchat.com, you go to the homepage, you scroll down, you see our welcome video, which I look extremely grumpy in, and, of course, the About section, and you scroll down, our special video of the month. We usually highlight not an episode, but something that we worked on or take great pride in or think is a great thing to get out there and post it on our homepage in our special video of the month section. This month's special video of the month is the Get Out the Vote 2024 ad. We want to share this. We want this to get out to the general public. We want to flood social media with this. As you see in the upper right-hand corner, you can hit share. Hit share. There's the link. You can copy it. You can do a lot. And of course, if you're having trouble, you can contact us at SCV Chat, and we'll be happy to help you get the Get Out the Vote video out. Again, I would like to see social media flooded with this. I want to see it everywhere. Any place you guys can post it, post it. Facebook, screenshot it and post it on Instagram. Share it to every single thing you can. And of course, if you just, I don't know, can't find it on the homepage, you can go up to the top, click news, and you'll see we have our news dissected into Heritage News, SCV Chat News, and SCV News. And of course, you can click on the Get Out the Vote 2024 ad, and that will take you there as well. I believe you can post it on X. Yes, sir. You can post on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all those cool little websites. And of course, you also get all this other stuff. You can learn about SCV Chat. You can meet the team of SCV Chat. You can join the fun. You can read the charge on our website. You can, of course, go to our archived episodes, some of our favorite episodes here on SCV Chat. We have a library of episodes for you. You can watch live episodes like the one you're watching. You can check out our podcast, Commander's Comments. If you missed Commander's Comments and want to go straight to this most recent edition of Commander's Comments, you can go and check it out there. Let me scroll up. You can check out the Moosehead Book Club, which will have a new episode, hopefully releasing shortly. You can check out events, support us, which will, of course, take you to our Patreon and our online store of shirts. Oh, I forgot about the Moose Hunt shirt. That's unfortunate. You can sign up to our newsletter and to access some of the member-only sections of the website. And, of course, just the SCV Chat Awards, SCV Chat Award winners, and National Reunion updates. You can check all that and more, but again, most recently, Get Out the Vote. And, of course, you can go to our homepage and check that out as well. Let me scroll down. There we go. It will be up until November-ish on the page. Let's see here. This is a very good way to let not only the general public know about the SCV, but all the elected officials. But also all the elected officials. We are forced to be dealt with. Yes, sir, we are. Yes, I posted on my camp's Twitter page, our X page. Thank you, Mr. Ray. Definitely needs to get out there. Thank you for helping us. Can you post the URL that will take members to live SCV Chat or Look Around episodes? It will be easier than searching Facebook. So on that, yes and no. So scvchat.com can take you directly to a live episode, but I can't do that on Facebook. The reason I can do it on scvchat.com is I've actually made the website and built it around our YouTube channel. And that way, that's playing the Get Out the Vote ad on YouTube. But it plays also the live episode every Monday. It stays on there usually until the next scheduled episode. Like this Monday, because we weren't on it, the rerun was on. But then, today, about an hour before the show starts, it transitions into the next episode of Look Around. So I might be able to find a way to start posting the URL for live episodes, but right now I'm only able to do that on the website. Yes, YouTube links are extremely easy to share. Like, let me copy this, copy that. That's blaring in my ear. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I just heard my own father's voice just blare in my ear. Here's the link to the Get Out the Vote ad. I'll post it in the chat. Here it is. But yes, YouTube is probably the easiest way to share a link. They give you a lot of ways to share it. If you're on your phone, it's a lot easier. And again, if you're having any trouble, you can always reach out to SCV Chat. Our job is to report the news and help SCV. So, you know, come this way. We'll help you out. It might take you, or it may take me a while to reach out to you because our emails are still swamped because of how busy I was in October. But you should be able to find it. So if everybody needs any questions about the Get Out the Vote ad, how to do it, you know, I will. I'll help you out. So let's see here. What's next? What is next? Let me scroll back up. Any more questions on the Get Out the Vote ad before we flip positions, so to speak? Because we're about to dive into the news. We'll start off in Virginia, actually. But yeah, the link is in the chat. We do highly encourage everybody to start subscribing, supporting us on YouTube, because there's going to be a lot of stuff exclusively coming to YouTube in the future. There will be a special episode just on YouTube at some point soon. Stuff like that. YouTube is kind of a battleground. It's as bad as Facebook is with censorship, but YouTube also gives us the best ability to grow the SCV Chat program and beyond. I can't say too much right now about SCV Chat's future goals, but there's a lot, and YouTube does play a good role in that, making sure we can get out there. So if you haven't already, you can again go to our website. When you get to About, hit Join the Fun, and you can scroll down and you can see Join the Madness, and you can find a link to our YouTube. But there's also a 30-second radio ad version of the Get Out the Vote ad. I highly encourage y'all to talk to the Kennedy twins, and they can get you set up on that. If they're in the chat, they'll post how you can get this real quick. I'll give them time to type it out, but that's also another cool thing you can do. I highly encourage y'all to do both. Share it out on social media and get these radio ads out. I do think that we can get a lot of people and reach a lot of people if we do it like that. So I hope you do. I really hope you do. Oh, that's unfortunate. I have to fix my website. Something's not right with my website. That's extremely unfortunate. Huh. I blame Conroe. We will just blame Conroe. All right. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can on the radio ad, you can contact Mr. Ron Kennedy or the Commander-in-Chief, Donnie Kennedy. They'll be able to answer any of your questions. That's a question for the Kennedys. I just have the video. They have the radio. I don't even know if I could put the radio ad up on the SCV Chat website. I might be able to. I don't know. So I'll let one of the Kennedys answer that. But we are going to jump into some more news real quick. Make sure everybody gets a decent bit of time. Let's see here. Okay, it is on the Confederate Legion website, which is SCV SCV Confederate. Yeah. SCV Confederate Legion. Let me go to the homepage. I'll get that link for everybody. So posting the link to the radio ad now. www.scvconfederatelegion.com. All right. Got another SCV camp in the chat. Camp 1302. Good to see y'all. Happy y'all are here. You are just in time. So, Camp 490, the Summers. Y'all have gotten me. Camp 490 out of Virginia would like to thank everybody who stopped by their tent today and gave donations for the SCV Hurricane Relief Fund. And wanted to thank everybody for coming out to support us at the Page Heritage Festival. I know I'd get that right eventually. Just wanted to share a couple pictures from them. They beautiful flags, by the way, and great books. And it looks like they had a great time and had a lot of great people come by. Always good to set up a tent. Always good to get out to the general public. And definitely great that y'all got some donations for the relief fund. We have a lot of brothers and sisters in these affected areas that need our help. Southerners have just always been the type of people that help their fellow Southerners. And we haven't changed in the past, 200 years. And I think that's something that's still very important to Southerners. So thank you all for your donations. And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, let me get the now my throat's getting dry. The SCV Relief Fund. Let me pull it up and post the link in the chat if you would like to donate. Please do. I mean, that's just one of the most Southern things out there is helping out your neighbor. So, yeah, go to donate.scv.org/donations/SCV Relief Fund. Or, of course, you can just go to scv.org, hit the donation button, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see the relief fund. And, of course, that link will take you directly there. Thank you, Past Commander Chief Chuck Michael. That is the URL for the whole SCV chat page on YouTube. All right. Again, good job to Camp 490 on their successful event. And now, rolling up. Let me find it. Yep, there it is. On October 19th, several Virginia Division SCV camps from the 2nd and 8th Brigade and the SCV Mechanized Cavalry 4th Platoon participated in a cleanup at historic Shockoe Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. I know I butchered that. I'm sorry. Also participating were members of the UDC and OCR. Trees were trimmed, weed eating was done, out of control vines were dug up, sticks, trash, and all brushes were picked up. 7 pickup trucks and trailer were lined up in a convoy so debris could be easily loaded and hauled away. Participating SCV camps were the Hangover Dragoons Camp 827, the General James Longstreet Camp 1247, the AP Hill Camp 167, the Robert E. Lee Camp 1589, the Jester Station Camp 1503, the SCV Mechanized Cavalry 14th Platoon. And let's see here. They do want to give a special shout out to Brian Jones, 1st Lieutenant Commander of the Hangover Dragoons Camp 827, who organized this event and gained all the necessary permission and access. It was a very successful day. They do want to say, FYI, the brick building in the background of the convoy photo served as a hospital during the war. How about that? So they do have a couple more pictures to show us. We'll scroll through them. Let me take this away for a second. That's all them working. Fantastic job, ladies, gentlemen, on your work. I love seeing the SCV, UDC, and OCR work together. Fantastic work, gentlemen. Again, thank you to everybody involved. And again, thank you to First Lieutenant Commander Jones for, of course, organizing this event. Cemetery cleanups hold a special place in my heart, and I love seeing them. But I guess everything with heritage holds a special place in my heart because it just makes me so happy to see it. But outstanding work, gentlemen and ladies. Keep it up. Remember, when you do something like this, same with the last camp when were at the fair, post pictures on social media. Get it out there to your community that you're involved in your community. When you're either doing something for the cause or just doing something for your community, post it. Share. All right. I said hangover? Oh, that's embarrassing. Hanover. Ray calling me out, which, if you're new on this show, pronunciation is a running joke that I wish wasn't a joke. Sadly, it is just how the good Lord made me. I could either swear to you I said something right or absolutely not be able to pronounce a word and just be like, all right, guys, it's time to move on because I know I'm not getting this right. Like today, me and my father got in an argument on how to say penguin. And I'm pretty sure I just said it wrong again. But we got into a 30-minute conversation on how to say penguin. And obviously I was wrong because I'm the one that can't pronounce anything. And so my dad's over here like, it's literally an animal you learned about in second grade. And I'm like, I know. I'm saying it right. I don't know what your problem is. So, that was a long conversation today that actually, happened at a farm. So, let's see here. We do have a bit more news to cover. All right. The Winston County Grays Sons of Confederate Veterans Camp 1788 from Haleyville, Alabama had a county-wide schools day living history, speaking to over 150 fourth grade students on October 23rd to the 24th. Wow. That's fantastic. Wow. And we have to pass on our knowledge. And I love living history days. I love seeing school system days where the SCV goes into a school system and tells them about the war between the states and about their heritage. Because, again, if you're not proud to be a Southerner, then you can't be proud to be a Confederate. And we have a lot of PR we have to do on what it is to be a descendant of a Confederate veteran, why we shouldn't be ashamed of these men. And it all starts in education. Education is extremely important to what we're doing here, folks. And so I want to give a great shout out to the Winston County Grays Sons of Confederate Veterans Camp 1788 for their great work in Alabama. Keep up the great work. Again, post this. So everybody, we are teaching the youth. We're cleaning cemeteries. We're out in the community. We are the good guys. Those lies you've heard about us, they aren't true. And we're here to show you who we really are. So great job. Happy to see that over 140 young men and women, children, the next generation of the Southland, over 150, my apologies, got to learn real history. Fantastic job again to Camp 1788. Oh, we're still talking about pronunciation in the group, in the chat. Punctuations are not your thing. That's okay. Say that to all the camp names I butcher. I've gotten some nasty emails about that. Some people get fired up. And I'm like, I'm just trying my best. If you want to, I mean, you can send me a voice thing, I think, of you saying it beforehand. That might help. Then again, some of our Southern accents are pretty strong, and there's some people I can't understand. Oh, gosh. All right. Yeah, Dave knows how bad I can butcher a camp name. Ron Kennedy did say, just check the SCV Confederate Legion website. Cannot find the radio ad. If you want the radio ad, please contact one of the Kennedys. All right. Still got a bit of news to wrap up. But first, we're going to go back to Virginia to the Turner Asby Camp 1567 of Winchester, Virginia, who had a booth set up this past weekend for the that needed to be edited out, but oh well, for the 160th anniversary of the Battle of Cedar Creek. Real quick, that's going to bother me because I thought I fixed that earlier, because I did notice that earlier, surprisingly. They set up a booth, and I just want to show you guys real quick. Looks like they had a great time showing everybody, again, Confederate merchandise, probably teaching some people some real history, and getting out in the public, and, of course, serving the reenactors who were at this battle and helping them out. And look at that. You see a young man right there with his mom, two young men. You can see a lot of people in the background. This is just great work by Camp 1567. And, of course, here is a picture of some of the soldiers I wanted to download and show everybody. Awesome work again, guys. Keep it up. And hopefully send me some more pictures, because I wasn't able to attend, because that's also the weekend of the 38th Annual Fall Muster, which we'll talk about in one of the future episodes. We haven't sent any pictures in yet, but it was also a successful event. All right, next up is Bryce's Crossroads doubleheader weekend, November 16th, 2024. Battlefield program will be at 10:30 a.m. and it will be a tour by Bryce's Crossroad Foundation Vice President Michael. Camp out at the battlefield will be at 4 p.m. Location, Bryce's Crossroad Boy Scout Camp. The event is totally free for all other members. It is $20 per site, one tent, up to 4 people per site. For a non-member, it's $30 per site. Sandwiches, treats, and beverages are provided at night, and breakfast sandwiches, treats, and coffee will be provided in the morning. Please RSVP by November 7th, 2024. I wish I would be able to be there, but I do have a great event I'm going to as well. It's okay, Moose. We all have our phobias. Yeah. Pronunciations of my phobia. Okay, Kyle. I was laughing at Ron, but we'll get to Ron. Kyle Thompson says, I'll have plenty of Kentucky Division news at next episode. Commander Thompson's making a joke with the fact that he usually floods my email, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But I'll have a whole episode basically dedicated to Kentucky. I'm just like, golly, Kyle, what all do y'all do over there? Phenomenal. Keep sending it in. But golly, the Kentucky just run the ball, man. They are on fire. That photo and a 2 or 3 line description should be emailed to every political friendly elected official. Agreed. And Ron said that Moose, my wife says you don't look as tired as you did at Beauvoir. At Beauvoir, I was getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep, waking up at 6 a.m. and going to bed at 3 a.m. So I was pretty done by the end of fall muster. The whole reason we didn't do an episode this Monday is because me and GCB were sleeping the majority of the day. We were done. I called into work. I don't know what GCB did. I'm pretty sure he just got home from work and slept all the rest of the day. I slept the majority of the day and then had to get up and go to work because they were like, hey, we need you to come in. I was like, joyful. But we are on our last bit of news, and it's another event happening on November 16th. It is the Confederate Legion Training Seminar. Speakers will include Commander-in-Chief Walter D. Donnie Kennedy, past Chief of Heritage Operations, Ron Kennedy, current Chief of Heritage Operations, Paul Graham. Agenda for the meeting, 8:30 to 9:30 registration, from 9:30 to 10:30. Recruitment and retention, 10:30 to 10:45. Break, 10:45 to 11:45. Protecting monuments via the Court of Public Opinion. 11:45 to 1, lunch. 1 to 2, how to activate the Court of Public Opinion. 2 to 3, National Headquarters Massive Public Relations Campaign. And from 3 to 3:15, wrap up. I do believe you also get a Confederate Legion handbook at the event. Here is the sign-up page. Again, it will be November 16th at the Jefferson Davis home, Beauvoir, the last home of Jefferson Davis, the home of his presidential library and museum in Biloxi, Mississippi. It will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can send. You need to send your name, camp name, and number. Are you a current member of the Legion? You don't have to be a member of the Legion to join the event. $15 to cover a lunch box, which is extremely nice. And make the check out to the Sons of Confederate Veterans. Include on the check memo line CL Training. Mail it to SCV HQ, P.O. Box 59, Columbia, Tennessee. And all the zip codes. Again, you don't need to be a member of the Confederate Legion to attend. All members will receive a copy of the 63-page Confederate Legion Handbook. And I'm hoping to see a lot of my Mississippi brothers there. There's a lot going to be going on. For those who don't know, I love heritage operations. I loved it before I got involved. Thank you very much. I could already see Ron making the joke. Now that I am the national deputy chief of heritage promotions, and I'm the Mississippi division, a deputy chief of education and promotions, I'm happy in these positions. I think that's where I can do the most good for this organization. And honestly, I love heritage operations, not just national, but division, camp. And I want to see everybody grow and do as best as they can in those positions. And I think this will be a great start for everybody. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm going to go there with a notebook and a pad just like everybody else. We can always learn from each other. But I do think heritage operations is an important battlefield in this war for our heritage. And I don't think there's a better place you can learn how to fight back. So make sure you join us for the Confederate Legion Training Seminar held at Beauvoir, November 16th. I will be there, and I hope to see everybody else there, especially you, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama. I'm calling you out. I want you at this event. Let's have a sold-out house, and let's learn how to fight for our heritage. All right. Make sure to share this episode out so we can get this information out to as many people as possible. And I don't think there's anything else to cover. Oh, well, that's not right. I am known to miss a thing or two. Let's see here. Nope. It is time for wrap up. So I'll be slowly wrapping up. Is there anything I missed about any of the events? I do not take events to be written in the chat. You must email me with a poster or something for me to read, please. If I did mess up something about your event, yes, call me out. Brian, email me that. I'm about to put it in the chat. I have to have information. Make sure to share this episode out and tune in Monday at 7 p.m. Confederate Standard Time for your weekly episode of SCV Chat. Might be Halloween themed, might not. We'll see. Make sure to send your pictures, short videos, and news and write-ups to scyouthoutreach@gmail.com, and you'll be featured on the upcoming episode of Look Around the Confederation. Please, again, support all these events. We'll be trying to post all these events next week. I was going to get back on it this week, but it was hard to get back on the cycle of work after doing SCV work. It felt like all week long last week. And it just seems like I haven't been able to click back with work, SCV chat, but I will be trying to have everything put up there. Dave just said he wanted to point out they just broke an important membership threshold in the Fringe group. Are y'all having y'all's episode tomorrow? Let me know, David, if y'all are going to have y'all's episode tomorrow. Thank you, David. Thank you, Mr. Ron. What else was I thinking? What else? Oh, yeah, Brian, again, you have to email me your news. I don't take news from the chat. You know, if there's a slow news day, yes. But got to send it in to scyouthoutreach@gmail.com. Send me the posters, send me the camp information, send me the information about the event, all that stuff. And try to keep it short as you can. I understand that you might have a lot you need to talk about, but that helps me out with planning an episode. So please, let's see here. What's that flag on your head? Well, that's the real Mississippi flag, Walt. That is the real Mississippi flag. It is always my flag. It'll be draped over my casket when I die. It's going to be flying at my house until I die. So either way, you're seeing it. Uh-huh. Huh. Someone, I might have a question after the show. We'll see. Yes, the true Mississippi flag. But yeah, I want to get back to the real Mississippi flag. But thank you all for watching. Sorry, I could not honestly tell if we had a troll or not. So we just went ahead and told him bye. And if he's an actual member of the organization, he can email us at scyouthoutreach@gmail.com. And we'll be happy to reinstate you if you had a valid reason for not thinking you shouldn't have been banned. But normally they just try to cuss us out like that's going to fix the problem. But, you know, I don't think we actually had a member. I think we had a wolf in sheep's clothing in the chat tonight, which I'm fine with. Come on. It's all part of the job. Try to light us up, and we'll see how well that goes in the chat for you, pal. But there's another one. But we're just going to end the show. Y'all are making me lose my energy. By y'all, I mean the trolls. Y'all have fun. I'm going to keep living my best life. Make sure, again, to share this episode out. Tune in Monday at 7 p.m. Confederate Standard Time for your weekly episode of SCV Chat. And we will see y'all then. And until then, remember, my fellow chat heads, stay Southern, my friends. Good night, everybody.